are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the American League's Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the boys in blue. HR, what's the word on him?
Matt, last year he had an ERA under 2. He was that good all season long, being able to put hitters away, getting ahead in counts, all the cliches that you think about, but they add up to be a really solid season. Hopefully he performs like that this year as well.
Here's George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
George Springer.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Seager comes up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first down. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for them against one of the best starters in the game?
Key to me is driving in runs. Their runners in scoring position, they've been really struggling. I mean, you don't have to hit home runs, but pick up that runner that's at third base with less than 2 outs. Hit the ground ball and drive him in. Just the little things. And as they continue to add on inning by inning, before you know it, you put together a good game. That's what they got to do.
Into the windup and the pitch. Alex Bregman comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now at the plate, Jose Altuve. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, the interesting thing about Carl, look, pitchers struggle with balls in the corner. They don't like that he makes them throw the ball in the middle of the plate sometimes. But he will call that high pitch. So watch him attack the high pitch and try to get that strike.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Man, that is the Cardinals' sin for any pitcher. And you never expect a guy of this caliber to make that mistake. Had the hitter down 0-2 and let him off the hook by plunking him. He'll be talking to himself about that one.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back in standing. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's a fastball right down the middle. Now, you might be able to get away with it in the first inning. Guys are still filling him out. But if he's going to have success in this game, Matt, he's going to have to be on the corners with that fastball.
There goes Altuve. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Dallas Keuchel is on the mound for Houston in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's a guy who's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Stepping up now, Logan Forsythe. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Lays off 1-0. Head-to-head passed with Dallas Keuchel. 7 hits in 20 at-bats. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time, see if he chases it again.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Reddick is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. HR, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he bangs it into center field for a base hit.
Well, the leadoff guy couldn't get on, but the number 2 guy with that base hit gets on base. Now here comes the thunder, the meat of the order. This is what they want.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Here's the 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Coming to the plate now, Adrian Gonzalez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line foul into the seats over the Dodger dugout. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And this is fouled at the plate. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And another foul ball. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. He's set. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A 1-0 delivery. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A high fastball is in there.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 1-2 delivery. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6th, right fielder.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Keuchel pauses. First pitch on its way. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
1-0 pitch on the way. Squared that one up just a little late.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So striding forward now, Josh Reddick. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. Fastball in there for a called strike. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Dodgers.
Batting second.
And a shortstop, Corey Seager. They say this kid doesn't even have a heart rate. He's so calm, he's so smooth, he's so lets the game come to him. But I like how he catches the ball. He makes all the plays, and the bad hops, he's going to make those too.
Striding in, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Let's get you out here.
Fouled straight back. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Peterson is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7th, catcher, Brian McCann.
Now at the plate, Brian McCann. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Jock Peterson now. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
And he misses there. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And the changeup is way low that time. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Andrew Tolles will be next. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Astros.
Batting 8.
At second base, Jose Altuve. He's a Gold Glover. You know why? He always had arm strength, but he didn't always catch the ball consistently. He worked his tail off and became a guy that could catch the ball, and now he can throw it. He's impressive out there.
So stepping in, Andrew Tolles. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Now, Matt, this is the tough part of being the 8-hitter. That ball's right down the middle. So it makes me wonder, is he trying to give his pitcher a breather, or is he just not being aggressive? With the pitcher hitting behind you, you get a ball groove, you got to take a big hack.
Fouled straight back.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Hey, he's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
In now, Clayton Kershaw, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Coming to the plate now, Jake Marisnick. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. First offering on its way. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Hey, that's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. A great stop by Adrian. It's there. He got him.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 60, Dallas Keuchel.
Stepping in, Dallas Keuchel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Grounded to the right. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
Digging in to try it again, George Springer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming, here it is. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here it comes on 1-1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Strike him out.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Alex Bregman would be next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 3-2 one more time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Here we go, guys.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Astros leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Logan Forsythe. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Three and 1. Here it is. Hit to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Corey Seager. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Swings through the slider there.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Again, he sends it out of play. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. This ball sliced the opposite way, but it'll get into the seats deep in left and foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
I like that check swing. He started to offer at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. Full count, 3-2. Keuchel's ready with the payoff pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Payoff pitch one more time. Chopped foul wide of first.
Come on, Dodger!
Here comes the payoff pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Here's Adrian now. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. 3 innings in the books, no score on MLB Network. Ready for another chance? Jose Altuve. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Jose Altuve.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Now batting, Carlos Correa comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Come on, Los Angeles. Go, Blue.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And, wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Let's turn the 5-4-3 here.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Fastball called for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
First baseman number 10, Julius.
Striding in once again, Yulieski Gurriel. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Kershaw now on 1-1. Inside corner called a strike 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Peterson has a read on it. And the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping into the box, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Yasmani Grandal.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. McCann has a play. 1 down.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And this is going to be a foul ball. And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now. Altuve at second. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now batting, center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Digging in, Jock Peterson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch. That's a ball.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And he misses ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Tolles. Man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Outside, that's
and a ball, 1-0. Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for LA. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Now at the plate, Jake Marisnick
for the Astros.
comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Jake Marisnick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. Ground ball left side. Seager fields it cleanly, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, that's playing within his game right there. The speedster gets a little infield single, and now he's on to do damage.
Ready now, Dallas Keuchel. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back standing. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Dad, it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. A fastball that just misses inside. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. Halfway home, still no score. Digging in now, Clayton Kershaw. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Pitcher, Clayton Kershaw.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Digging in once again, Logan Forsythe. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That ball's inside, and he shoots it back up the middle. There's so many hits up the middle. If your game plans to go up the middle, good things can happen.
Here's Corey Seager, and there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on it. Not in time as he steals second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Has a look, now the pitch. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Forsythe is on his way home. The run comes across to score, and they they jump ahead 1-0.
Yeah, man, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Into the box, Justin Turner, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
One out and a runner on second base. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Tell you what, that was a nice swing after the sequence. Following a fastball to get a changeup and you foul it off. Pretty good approach.
From the belt, the pitch chopped at the plate. That's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. McCann has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting number 23, first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Here's Adrian now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. And that retires the side. Dodgers get one in the inning on the RBI double. Through 5 innings, it's now 1-0 LA. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Altuve.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for them.
Fouled back. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Correa comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is fouled straight back.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Let's turn 2.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up.
Shake it off. Let's get 2.
Let's turn the
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
A runner at second, nobody out. Now a spin and a throwback to second, just keeping him close. In for strike two. Hit out towards second. Barehanded by Forsythe. In time.
He's going to get a lot of praise from his pitcher after a play like that. A textbook example of a player staying in control of his body and finishing with a strong, accurate throw to the base.
Standing in now, Josh Reddick, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
A man at third with one away. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And no one will get this one.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there. Two-strike fastball on the corner of the plate. He's able to foul it off. Nice job.
All right, let's go.
Trying to strike him out for the third time. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. One out and a runner on third. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Stepping in now, Yulieski Gurriel, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros leave one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Yasmani Grandal.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Another 0-2 coming. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 66.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
He's thrown a lot of pitches already, and man, this is a long AB. This at bat, when you look back at it, might be the one that takes him out of the game.
Pitch on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's Jock Peterson now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Keuchel into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
We are watching a great pitcher just carving up this lineup right now. Now he's got this guy 0-2. When you get a 0-2 against a guy like this, well, the results are not going to be very positive.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they're up 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Way outside. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. He spoils another one, and we'll do it again. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Well, now they wait to work the count. This is a long AB, but if they wanted to have any shot at him, you need to have these kind of at-bats early in the game.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. Kershaw still unscored upon here through 6 1/3 innings. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. The pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Nori will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 3, Nori Aoki.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Let's go.
Here's the 0-1. This ball will be chopped foul.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager onto the grass, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down 1-0. Tony Sipp gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tony Sipp.
Ready for another chance? Andrew Cole. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one.
Well, good idea. He just missed the pitch. He got the wrong one. He's looking for a fastball there. They threw him a changeup, and he just didn't go down to get it to drop the bunt. Even if it's a changeup or anything off speed, you still got to have a good approach of putting the ball down on the ground.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Look into McCann, the 1-1. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Ready once again, Clayton Kershaw. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Hey, sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
In now, Logan Forsythe, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A throw behind the runner at second, back in standing. Runner at second here with 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Marisnick. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Digging in once again, Justin Turner. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Now a fastball is swung on and tipped foul right near home plate. It's strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, this isn't the inning he wanted to have. Bases loaded. You're already down 1, but you got to make sure you execute your pitch, because if not, they can blow this game totally out of reach.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got the power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in.
takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. Carlos Beltran is on now as he'll take over in right field following the injury.
Number 15, Carlos Beltran.
Here's Adrian now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
The first baseman, number 23, Adrian Gonzalez.
First delivery to him on the way. Just got a piece to the right side. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
From the stretch. Soft liner towards short. Altuve for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Dodgers out in front, 2-0. Here's George Springer. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Number 4.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozens strikeouts for him in the ballgame. It's been the kind of game we've come to expect here at Dodger Stadium over the years as you check the line score. Pitching, defense, and not a whole lot of offense to this point. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, and the Astros are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, everyone knows that it's hard to keep that sharp curveball late in the game, and you could see that he just hung that one up there and he paid the price. The good news is he worked late into the start. The bad news is fatigue might be finally showing.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the one-run lead. Pedro Baez gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the eighth.
Number 52, Pedro Baez. The second baseman, number 20.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Watch the movement.
Here's Carlos Correa now in the dirt, and now let's see, and they got him. Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. A 1-0 delivery. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, you clearly have a guy scuffling right now on the mound. Look, you hit the last batter, and then he's falling behind here. As a hitter, you just got to sit there and look for one specific pitch before you swing.
Come on, Dodger!
The 2-0 on the way. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Looking up is Tolles. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left, and the Astros have bounced back to tie this one at 2.
If you need any proof that the baseball gods are fickle, this is the inning. Before, it looked like they might be in trouble, but now they're all tied up, and the other side is scrambling to stop the bleeding.
The right fielder, number 15.
Here's Carlos Beltran as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. I'm set with the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. And we are tied 2-2. Michael Feliz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45, Michael Feliz.
Yasmani Grandal will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Yasmani Grandal.
The high fastball is in there. A 1 pitch on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this will be hauled in by Beltran for out number 2.
The batter, center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Andre Ethier will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Andre Ethier.
Ball 1.
Oh, that's out.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. And it misses. 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Toll.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toll. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Dodgers leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast. Great look there at the skylines of Los Angeles and Hollywood. Andre Ethier will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center
field. Number 16, Andre Ethier.
So stepping in, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
First baseman number 10, Yulieski Gurriel.
Here comes the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. (2-0) count, and the pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Now a ball lined towards center field. But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Number 16, Brian McCann.
Marwin Gonzalez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Gonzalez.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. One and one, here it is. And that one stayed up a little high. One out, nobody on. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it his toes. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The 0-2 home. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fouled straight back. The 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Evan Gaddis is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 11, Evan Gaddis.
Chase Utley is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Beltran has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Digging in and looking for more, Logan Forsythe. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Into the windup and the pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. A solo shot here to left. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
To 2 to finish in tonight's game. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Astros, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. A reminder that post-game bus service on Metro bus routes 2, 3, and 4 is available at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Elysian Park Avenue.